Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Good morning.
I think we're live. Let's see.
Let's find out.
We're live now. Good morning, Gloucester.
Good morning, Gloucester.
We are live.
The typical last, 60 seconds before going on is a frantic.
It wouldn't be the same. It's like a NASCAR pit crew, you know?
Yeah.
You get a well-oiled machine, but it still takes right to that last second to get out there, and timing matters.
It truly is. You couldn't. Oh, you know what? Lynn Scannell is probably. Oh, where's she? Hi, we're going to wave to Lynn. Hey, Lynn. Look out your window over there, Lynn. We're at mile marker in an igloo. And
T-shirts.
It's beautiful over here.
Mm-hmm.
We have Pat Dalpiaz with us in front of the camera today.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Dalpiaz.
Hey, good morning, Gloucester.
Scotty Mack.
Very good morning, Gloucester. Sun is shining.
And I'm your host, Joey Shimataro. Patrick is going to join us. Patrick Hurd, General Manager for Mile Marker, who is always very generous and such a great host to us. Takes good care of us when we come over here.
Yeah.
What did everybody order?
I got a scrambled egg. Oh, I'm sorry. That's me. Let me fix that.
Demerit.
Demerit, yes. Agreed. Agreed. There we go. Done and done. It's been a while. I was thinking about this morning. It's been more than 2 weeks.
Who's been on vacation more, Joe or Pat?
Oh, Joe.
I've been
100%.
I get them. So this is the thing. People, notice that I'm away in the winter.
Yes.
And it's all condensed because I don't get to go anywhere. In another, actually 3 days by vacation.
You're done.
We're done.
Well, Pat and Jim are on permanent vacation, so
Hey.
They earn their way. They earn their way. Teachers have a tough gig.
they do.
The summer's off and the weekend.
Shout out to all the teachers out there, present and past, and future.
Bring it on.
Hi,
Lynn says she's waving.
Oh, let's look to it. Hi, Lynn.
Probably on delay.
She's probably on the way. Exactly. That's fantastic.
Pauline is with us. Good morning, Pauline.
Hey,
Paula Ryan O'Brien is with us.
So you asked a question, Joe. You asked what we all ordered. Let's
Yeah,
get back to the
I'm
Pat.
sorry.
What did you say?
I just got the scrambled eggs and bacon.
Yeah, I did a breakfast sandwich.
I got avocado toast.
Avocado toast and the eggs Benedict.
Ooh, eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
I forgot to ask him his name because I wanted to give him a shout out.
Well, we'll get him on camera afterwards.
Okay.
I want to try. It's very hard on hollandaise, and especially when you're not really, familiar with what your flow of traffic's going to be. So hollandaise is tricky. So I'm very excited to try the eggs Benedict today.
Okay.
Listen, I got to talk about this igloo. It's on the outside. It's, as I know people can see behind us, the boats are right here.
This is awesome. Right here.
We are kind of in
I
the
think this
exits
is most.
in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the most. This is probably our most scenic. Either this one or Beauport on the deck with Beauport.
Yeah.
Like our background right here, we could. I could get used to this.
I'm thinking were we not here in the fall, also in the winter, and now in the spring.
Yep.
And
There will be 4 seasons.
And it's
now.
all the same.
Yeah, I know.
weather.
Well, it's going to have a short.
Here's our guy.
They're not going to be here that
We
much
didn't get.
longer.
We didn't get your name.
My name is Kyle.
Hi,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Is
Kyle's the man.
He's professional. He's a professional.
Been here for 10 years.
Have you really?
I have.
That's
Started when I was
Kyle,
17 years old.
why don't you swing around the backside of us a second?
So we
Show
wanna
the
get
viewers,
you-
so they could
Introduce
say hi to Kyle. Yeah.
Good morning, and he's wearing an appropriate mask.
Oh,
of course.
absolutely.
Week 1 schedule came out.
Oh, did it
Oh,
really?
yeah. Got the Dolphins at home.
Oh wow.
Week 1.
There you go.
There we go. Breaking news.
So Dolphins. Who did they pick? Who's their quarterback?
Tua Tagovailoa.
As of right now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course. All right. I also have some coffee.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
one. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
That's
yes, that's hot water.
So we also have we have gifts. Well, these are
Gift surprises.
we have prizes. I'm going to have you hold these up.
Sure.
We have a package of 4 of these. There's going to be 2 bundles. Koozies. There's four koozies and 4 koozies.
How's that look?
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And these are going to be go out to people. Oh, we got a spam person.
Oh, here it is
Get rid of
again.
that spam person.
I'll get him.
So if you share the podcast and type shared on Facebook in the comments, you'll be entered to win a prize pack of 4 of those. Hi, Nina Testaverde.
No
Nice to see
spam
you.
allowed. No spam.
Colin shared it, and so we have that. And tomorrow, so we should also mention that tomorrow is our 500th podcast.
Woo! 500!
500.
That is a.
Are you kidding me?
That's a very cool number.
Can you speak a little bit? So we're going to get into this tomorrow a lot, but I want you to maybe for tomorrow. What's the feelings going through your mind right now, as from when your pet project, your baby, to see it come to fruition and the words come from the beginning to now? How are you feeling pregame to 500 tomorrow?
Well, there's a lot going on in my life right now, so I am. My mind is like all over the place right now. Very happy, all good stuff, all of it. Not for anyone to think anything horrible. There's a lot going on though in the background, but I haven't given it a crazy amount of thought. I got my daughter's birthday. I got
It kind of snuck up in a way.
everything's kind of it's not good. We're banging them out, especially since COVID,
Right.
and we have the down now that we can really, Pat is a tremendous help. Compiling the show notes for me, so all of the onus of the whole thing doesn't completely fall on me anymore. And I have you doing a lot of producing behind the scenes, guests and stuff like that. So
Guillermo, a lot of running around.
Jimmy with a lot of running around.
Thank you.
Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Schooner.
So what are you looking forward to tomorrow for the viewers and the listeners? On all the platforms. What are you looking forward to tomorrow as part of the 500?
Thank you, Safadia. Safadia had some nice words. I'll get to that in a second.
Sure.
Good morning, Joe. You deserve to have a vacation this summer. Holy miracle, no days off. What's sweet to say? See, she gets it. Safadia, she's not a ball buster. She's thank you.
More tea?
Thank you, Sabathia.
You can. Yes, please. More tea.
Thank you.
Actually, you know what? I'll just go with water.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Chris.
So tomorrow we have Over the Bridge.
Over the Bridge.
Over the Bridge just released their second single off their latest album, Apple Tree.
Apple Tree.
And so they've released 2 singles in the last couple months, both singles within the top 10 on the Apple's charts for reggae, which is
That's stunning.
absolutely stunning and amazing. And they're local guys that are
Let me go back to just a minute. And you said 2 in the top 10. If I remember correctly, the first single, Dreaming, went to number 5.
right.
Which was pinned in between Shaggy and Bob Marley, which is a huge honor.
Yeah.
Okay? And then their second single, Apple Tree, I think debuted at number 18, and moved up to spot number 8. And I haven't checked recently. But
I don't know if it was 5 today. I'm not sure.
It might have jumped the charts. And that's all of you that follow OTB or have learned about OTB, not just through Good Morning Gloucester, but through your own outlets. But buying it on iTunes helps them jump the charts. So let's support Over the Bridge on the reggae charts iTunes.
Yeah, 99 cents and you get a great thing.
Yeah,
For under a buck.
Yeah, and if you go, and they're also helped if you like it on Spotify and stuff like that. That helps them move up the charts too. Good morning, Marianne.
I just want to say that tomorrow is number 500, which would be pad 500.
It's 500.
We're going to have a
You wanna
50
do
shot.
something?
This did catch me short. I didn't get to.
What did you do the shot glasses for? Which one did you do?
450.
450.
We missed the O.
Well, and what do you remember what the date was on that? How many?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We'll have
No, I
that for
don't
tomorrow.
remember the
We'll have
date.
Are
that
you
for
sure it
tomorrow.
was 450?
Yeah.
So that would
Yes.
have only been a couple months ago
Yes.
because we've been
Yes.
banging them out
Yes.
so much.
Yeah.
Well, she made the shot glasses in anticipation that you take 2 months off on vacation. So
So at noontime tomorrow we're going to be at Minglewood, and we're going to have Over the Bridge with us.
yes, Over the Bridge, and not only are we going to have Over the Bridge, but Joey, it was introduced and it's been set up. We're going to play sushi wasabi roulette.
It's sure it's going to happen.
Oh.
I talked to Zach, and Zach said he's going to have his sushi chef there on hand to make that happen.
Oh.
All right.
Oh boy.
You buried the lead, by the way.
Yeah. Well.
Buried the lead. So this is fantastic news.
Good.
So for those that don't know, wasabi roulette. So it's a sushi roll, and one of the sushi rolls is going to be buried with a ton of wasabi, and we're going to, what is it? You spin a bottle? Or you spin something?
No, it's on a rotating dish. So
it's on a laser
Oh,
Susan.
it's kind of like
so it's kind of like spin the bottle, and if we don't have a rotating dish, we will spin a bottle.
Okay.
And then it's your turn to pick a piece of sushi.
Oh my god!
And you cannot tell exactly which piece of sushi is stuffed with about an inch ball of wasabi, and everybody has to fully put the sushi wasabi in their mouth with chopsticks, and then bite down and then have it. So that's why it's called wasabi sushi roulette.
Okay, for the sake of not getting more things shaved off of me, I'm not really sure I can pull that off, but we'll see.
Oh, wait a minute now. So first job.
Really
Wait, controversy.
Yeah.
First,
No, that was a flat out no.
Are you being
This
are you
one-
being dramatic right now?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Guillermo, come on, this is like Jackass, the movie,
Ooh.
because
Is
everybody's
he being
participating.
dramatic? Like,
You know,
what do you mean?
all
I don't
panel
know
members.
if I could do it.
The
I don't
anticipation.
know. I don't know if I
He
could
wants
do
to
it.
hear from our fans what
No.
they think.
A prima donna
Oh, you know
Guillermo.
what? Just sit it out. Just sit it out.
Let's
It's
just-
all right. You won't be part. You could be behind the. You could be on
Okay.
the other side of the.
Oh, this is very disconcerting. I mean, I think,
Baloney. We'll see.
Salami, bologna.
Yes,
So there's that.
we'll see.
and then there's a few other surprises. We're pulling out some stops, Joe, for the 500. There's stuff that you're not in the loop about.
Yeah.
But you gave me full creative control
I did.
for this thing, so that I think it's only appropriate. I would be remiss
You would be remiss.
if I didn't have a few surprises lined up.
I am very.
So
Well,
everybody
you know
tune
what?
in.
Scotty got 2 demerits
during their
yesterday.
lunch hour. Yeah,
He just-
he did.
He's dinging his way back up the ladder. This is
We
this
might
is
have a new-
live look at
We
Scotty.
might have a new power ranking by the end of tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
If there are paper napkins
As Pat
available.
would say, we need a new napkin.
Yeah.
We also have to give a shout out to the people at the Emerson Inn. They had their grand opening, and
With the chamber.
with the Chamber of Commerce,
Ribbon cutting
ribbon
ceremony.
cutting ceremony. So huge shout out to
The
them.
who's who
Yeah,
of the industry were there.
congratulations.
I love on their Facebook page, they showed that they bought new martini glasses and all these new things, and I'm going, whoa.
I
Not
can't
just
wait to get
martini
back over
glasses.
there.
Like, they have new furniture and tables for their
I mean,
for their
they were
for
showing
their
everything,
luncheons
yeah.
and breakfasts and
It's a beautiful
things like
place.
that. So yeah,
It is a beautiful.
Hey,
place.
but we're here at the mile marker right now. So let's talk about mile marker.
I mean, this speaks for itself. I mean, just being here right now speaks for
You know
itself.
what's a good sign?
What's that?
I'm wearing flip flops and a t-shirt right now.
Comfortable.
I'm comfortable, and I can see all these boats in the water right now. And I'm an avid boater, as I know you are, Joe, and most of the Gloucester community. And if you don't have a boat, you're usually on somebody else's boat. So that would be boat etiquette rules coming up, right?
We were here about 3 weeks ago, and there was only about 1 or 2 boats out there. Right now, there seems to be about 50 or 60.
Isn't it a good feeling? This is like almost like opening day. You know, when you see all the excitement starting to happen, the boats are in the water. You know, it's painting a picture for yourself and your mindset of where you're going to be all summer. You get excited like Christmas, you know?
The wind's a little bit brisk today, but you can't really tell that from in here. It's not shaking or rattling
No.
or
And it's not,
anything. It's
not
awesome.
messing up our microphone either.
No,
so.
right,
No.
right.
We were gonna do. You know something? I was like, I love the back room
Mhm.
at Mile Marker. It's one of my favorite. I think we already discussed this. It's one of my 3 top spaces
Yes.
in Gloucester. That with the in front of the fire pit at fireplace at Beauport. We're not going to say what table it is.
No.
We know what ta- we
I
know
think
what-
everybody knows by
we
now,
know
Jim.
what table it
Yeah,
is.
I can't get any lower on the list. I'm not saying it.
There's that and
Nicole.
the bar at Tono. But Drift opened up last night.
Yes.
Did anybody go? Did anybody go?
No,
I did not go because I had to be fresh for GMG's $4.99 episode,
Cheers.
and I almost climbed out of bed to go. And I said, you know what? Let's let all the rookies and the hoopla get out of the way first, and then go in once they're settled. So
Rookies.
I think that's the move.
So we have a list here. It goes.
It is a long list.
One side, another side, and another side of. We're gonna
I
talk.
want to put out a disclaimer on this.
Go ahead.
We're usually not this risque, so if you'd like to block your ears right now,
No, we're not.
Yeah.
maybe.
I'll just tease
yeah,
it. I'm
we
teasing
are.
it for later.
Okay,
This
teaser.
is a teaser.
Okay.
So we put on Facebook yesterday. Your porn name would be your middle name followed by the first vehicle that your first car.
Mhm.
And I said that we're going to give away 4 of these to someone that shares the podcast. Type share in the comments. We have another 4 for who we decide is
On that
the best has the best porn name according to who submitted porn.
There
name.
are several good options on that list.
So any of our viewers right now, if we'll put you in, we'll actually put you on the list right now. Your middle name followed by the first car you had, we'll add you to the list, and you'll be also.
We will be fact checking these names, so don't try to win the 4 koozies by making up a name.
If
Who's
you
this
already,
we?
if you
Who's
already
this we?
replied on the Facebook post, it's already on here. So
Right. Don't put yourself in there. So there's that.
here we go.
Oh.
Cutlass, Christine Cutlass.
Chris, I'll give Pat the Pat on here on this one. On
But
the
she also shared, so I'm adding her to the
and she
shared list
Ooh,
first.
I love her. And Amy is Kathleen Escort. I love these. I laugh at every single one of them. They're so great.
So let me ask you
I
this:
didn't do mine. You
Are we
said
going to
you
have
wait.
2 or 3 different categories? Or is it just one category for male and female name?
No, I only have.
Or because I'm asking the questions, the hard questions.
No, I know, but I don't have enough koozies to make another prize.
Okay, all right.
We can have honorable mentions.
Yeah,
There will
honorable
be several.
mentions,
There will be
superlatives, if you will.
several honorable mentions.
Yeah, maybe something like if the real name of the person exceeds the actual porn name, it would have been.
Oh, there was one that I think.
Yeah, there was.
There was one. Well, don't talk about it now.
No.
I have to
So
find
the
it. I don't remember what it
The
was.
other huge news that I do not. Oh wow, Arlene Buster is Lynn
That's
Scannell.
a good one.
That's great. The other huge news is a virgin kind of experience for Pat. On
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes. The Elks are hosting a craft fair on Saturday in their parking lot on the back shore from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I'm going to be premiering some note cards and prints that I had printed up at Cape Ann G. Clay, who does just an outstanding job. And there's also a few other photography items. We will also be substituting for our friend Donna Artizzoni.
Yeah.
Her beach towels and pictures and other items will be there at our table as well. So please stop by and say hello. If you mention Good Morning Gloucester, GMG, then you'll get an opportunity for a special discount on my stuff. I can't discount Donna's.
And we also want to give a shout out to our friend Donna, who's going to have a little surgery here, and we our thoughts are with Donna big time, because she's one of the very top of the list as far as the good ones.
Oh yeah, she's.
If you say the good ones, like in the dictionary, you see a picture of Donna.
Oh yeah, you do. And Rick.
She's one of the good ones. Yeah, Rick too.
Oh yeah,
Rick's not getting open heart surgery though.
No. She'll be in for surgery for a little bit, then she'll be home in the rehab, and she's fretting about her rehab. She can't do all these different things. That's not me. She said, I want to go. I want to do this, and they're telling me I can't. So
she will be able to return to the beach.
She is working on all these different things. So I'll be behind you, and we'll
good luck
thinking of you.
Luck on it to you.
Oh, I see. So I saw I can't talk about that right now.
Hey, did anybody see the news yesterday where there was 0 deaths due to COVID?
Yes. In Massachusetts.
From Massachusetts. Due to almost its inception. Well, not its inception,
said
but
in months.
a long time. So we're we're starting to go in the right
We
direction.
got
that way,
that
too.
going for us.
Which
we
is
got
nice.
that.
And the vaccine
Which is
rates are.
I'll say.
The Caddyshack. Remember the Caddyshack teaser, maybe?
This a lot of this happened when we were away. Captain Carlos said that they're opening up their business with counter service,
Yeah.
which I thought was absolutely brilliant.
That's genius.
Because there was a big uproar on my. I posted a picture. I'm gonna give you the backstory.
Yeah, please.
I'm at my daughter's soccer practice a couple days ago, and it's at the practice was at Pingree. So I staked out a little spot in the corner in the field, and I smoked my cigar, and I was about the practice was an hour and a half long, and after 1 hour, I had a big tall thing of water I was drinking. I had to pee really badly, and there's no outdoor porta potties, so I had to pee really badly. I'm like, we only got a little bit longer for soccer practice. I'll go to Cumbies in downtown Hamilton. It's on the way.
I was gonna say, what's the protocol in that type of situation? Like in the woods as kids, you can't do that.
It's 6:30. I pull up. Right? No, you can't do.
No.
Yeah, you'll get arrested for being the pervert, right?
And then you're on the level 1 list.
I don't want to be on the list. So I flying to because I know that they have Cumbies in Hamilton. It's
I
brand
did not
new.
know that.
It's beautiful. It's actually a really nice Cumby. It's probably one of the nicest Cumbies around. Big bathroom spaces.
Clarify for
clean.
others of us that didn't immediately know what Cumbies meant. I know, but maybe there are other
Cumberland
people
Farm.
besides.
Every person here knows.
Cumberland
is-
Farm,
I know.
which is Adam Sandler's
anybody-
favorite.
Let me know if anybody here doesn't come in relation to. They get a Cumberland Farms. Big sign on the door says, "Can't."
Yeah.
Due to lack of staffing, we're closing. Sorry for any inconvenience. I'm like, oh shit, because I was like doing the pee-pee dance. So I was like, I put a thing on Good Morning Gloucester. Like, this is a crisis. Like all of our restaurants, our lobstermen, everybody's in the same
I'd
boat.
like to stop you right there and back up for just a moment. Now, I remember months ago, there was a very similar story at a McDonald's where you had a pee-pee problem, and you were at the counter. And you were so, is this a thing?
I don't know. Maybe I'm being old. Maybe I'm an old guy. My prostate is all fucked.
Something's going on because you're having these outings in public, and you're having an issue.
Well, I think it's clear, Dr. Scotty, that he is not thinking of his pee-pee while he's out there doing it.
We're getting off track. So anyway,
Kyle's arriving with our breakfast, but go ahead with your. Go ahead. What's Cumbies, Kyle?
Cumbies? That's Cumberland Farm.
Okay. All right.
Rest his case.
Okay. Case.
fucking just drop it. Where's the mic? Do I have a mic?
Yeah.
Where's the mic? Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
For
you.
that, I'll be
That's
right back
beautiful.
with everything else.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Do we need anything else while I'm back? A little more water, coffee?
Maybe sugar and milk for the.
Sugar and milk.
Yeah.
You got it.
Anyway, so getting around to the back of the story was we started out with Captain Carlos having, counter service. I think it's a brilliant way because of this such a problem of people not being.
Now, is that going to be like a Woodman's, like number 43?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, all right.
Yeah, I think that's. I'm fairly certain that's how they're going to operate. They call. So does anybody have a problem with that?
No.
I mean,
No, I
don't have
think
a problem with that at all.
it's a genius solution.
I understand.
I'd rather be able to go there
Yeah.
and it be open
Yeah.
and have counter service if then the alternative of them not opening or
So I do have a
Right.
question. How's that all going to work with tipping? Like, do you not have a waitress? Do you tip the bartender on drinks only? Like, how do you figure out who do you
That's a
tip
good-
and how?
Well, we're probably going to have the.
Do we
tip
cheat them
jar
and
right
how?
there.
But no,
Do we? Yeah.
but how would the tipping situation work in that?
So I'm not familiar with how they're going to work the because
Right.
do you know what I mean? So they have to.
Is do you bar an order and get your own drinks too, and just
You can go to a bar and get a drink. Or did
it's
they
coming.
change that?
It's coming very soon, and I think they said third week in May, where you no longer have to order food to get a drink. So
something like the 28th.
and then
yeah.
there's
Just in time for.
they just
Memorial Day.
released it yesterday on the news. So
Yeah, everything.
we'll get the information.
So here's another interesting thing. there's been a bunch of concerts that have been announced for Fenway Park.
Zach Brown,
and a couple of other GNR, and they said that Marty Walsh has not officially said, they've not said that this is going to be allowed yet.
this August 1st, it was open.
Yeah, but Boston's doing things on their own, different, and more slowly.
Yeah. So here's the avocado toast for anybody that wants to check that out. There's some interesting strawberries.
Mike is saying hi to Scotty. Mike Minot.
Mike Mino?
Oh, Mike Minot. Hi, Mike. Are you in Florida, Mike?
God bless him.
So in Florida, where you chime in right now and type in the Facebook page where you are in the world, where you're watching from. We'd like to see that. We try to do that every podcast to see just how far our outreach is and where you are. Keep it local.
And tell us what you're having for breakfast.
Oh, eggs, Benny.
So, the Captain Carlos, I understand they used to go. They first started with that.
I didn't know the history of that.
I'll give you a little background. So Captain Carlos originally was just like what we used to do. They used to offload ground fish, and there was a time when Legal Seafoods wanted to open up a restaurant on the State Fish Pier. Huge outrage. Everything has to be for fish. You can't have anything but for fish and boats, this, that, and the other thing. They shut them down. What Carlos did, I thought was brilliant. They said, we're going to sell fish, like a fish market. So they said, oh, we'll sell fish. Just get the permits to sell, those little fish, they had fish cakes and stuff like that. And the following year, they like, oh, we're going to sell like lobster rolls or whatever, food chowder to go.
Yeah.
Right? Following year, they put back outside.
Well, no, it was inside, and they had picnic benches.
Right. But the gist of what I'm saying. So they had a concrete slab. Then they say, oh, we're going to put screens up outside. Then the following year, they say, oh, we're going to put windows where the screens were. The following year, they say, we'll get an entertainment license. And the following year, and then they have basically a nightclub on the water. What is exactly what Legal Seafoods probably wanted to do.
Right. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah. But that's how. Thank you so much. That's how that came to be.
And kudos to the family that Rose and everybody. Larry was it?
Larry, yep, hardworking people. They got it done, and kudos to them.
So listen, people are looking at certain things here and biting into their food and filling up the table. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you, Kyle.
Enjoy.
Wonderful.
No, it looks good. You guys are lucky I have the mask on, otherwise I would have taken you bites on my way over here.
Great. I'm going to put in there real quick that a little while ago we had the tuna fish challenge. And that was an amazing little thing that we did with Lucy right here. Mm-hmm. And so many people have commented after it about how they went to places that we talked about. Yep. Well, one thing that was on that list, once again, just to backtrack a little bit, we asked the public, give us the top 4. We know there's plenty out there, but give us the top 4. Once we got the top 4, that was the challenge. So if you didn't make the top 4, it doesn't mean you had awful stuff. It just, you didn't make the challenge. Well, one name that came up that a lot of people were telling us about was Annie's. And we heard about Annie's. Does a really good job on stuff. To tell you honestly, keeping in blog, as I call it all the time, went over to Annie's and I had some of their tuna fish subs, and it could have been a contender.
Annie's
off
of exit 13.
So this is what I was going to. As everybody here knows what it is, I feel like a lot of local even not know.
Sunday on the to Wing Island to exit 13. And it's about on the left.
Not far.
It's and he's got out
from. That's definitely a spot to check out.
It's great tuna fish.
Brent Davis is watching from Mohegan. He's watching from Fort Lauderdale. Brianne, your
neighbor, yeah.
Says that you did an awesome job as a DJ on the Cruiseport Mother's Day cruise.
Oh, thank you very much. And who was that?
Paso, her
It's my
next door neighbor.
Oh, Brienne, thank you very much, Brienne.
So you got that going.
She's
for
a
you.
hummingbird person. We're counting her.
I put my
This might be a perfect story for the top 3 things that you would do. Restrictions lifted. What would you do? What's some of the top 3 things now that the able to entertain those ideas? Well,
um
you don't have to give me all 3, but
yeah. Number 1, go to my favorite bar and sit at the bar.
That's my
Yes.
number one.
I think that's
my number one.
My number 1. Number 2, be able to like have more than one person go to my daughter's soccer games, stuff like that. Not wear a mask.
Not wear a mask. That's tough. Yeah.
I wear mask and stuff like that. Number 3, I think my restaurant. My restaurant. I love going out, being social. So going to the restaurants. The all 3 things. Oh, okay. I'll go back to number 3. Being able to travel abroad without having to worry about getting a test to get back. Is Patrick here? Oh, Pat, come on in.
We're in the same mindset, Joe. So you pretty much touched on my top 3, except with the exception of what you did at concerts and stuff like that, like live bands. I can't wait to get back to seeing live bands. You know, that's my list. But you touched on all the others, and that would be on my list.
Yeah.
I'm going to step off for just a minute, and
Patrick.
we have Patrick Hurd from Mile Market General Manager.
We're having some comments about the sound. I think some of it might be related to the signal because I'm getting messages that's kind of going in and out a little bit.
Oh, really?
So for some people, so be patient.
Okay.
How's breakfast? So
Wonderful.
Another great igloo on the other side.
On the other side.
On the other side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another great view. We come in. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, these were additions. So we started with 4 and we ended up with 10. And we pushed all the way on the far side of the property.
And they were busy all the time.
They were
right?
very busy all the time. They're still pretty busy on the weekends, but I just wanted to let everybody know that they're still up. They're still going. On a day like today, you're outside, but you're out of that wind, and we're running in for just a couple more weeks. And
okay.
So going forward during the weekdays, there's no fees. So
nice.
Wednesday through Friday, no fees.
Great.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's breakfast, lunch?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
It really carried you during the spring.
It really did. The winter too. Honestly, it changed the winter. Yeah. You know, since I've been here, my fight has been to remind people that we're open year round. You know, everybody knows Mile Mark in the summer, but I think the Igloo's finally got a bunch of people here in the winter and showed that we have some pretty good food and service even when it's snowing. So that's going to help in the long run.
Yeah, and the food is ridiculous. On top of it, I mean, we say it all the time. So you closed on Mondays and Tuesdays
for a couple more weeks. You know, right now it's just I think the people are here. I think it's a nationwide problem. I know it's a nationwide problem. We just don't have applicants. You know, and it's a crazy cycle. If you get an applicant, they don't come to the interview. If they come to the interview and they accept their job, they won't show up to the job. If they come to the job, they'll be here 2 days and they'll leave. And it's not just one, two. It's multiple. Wow. And I'm hearing the stories from friends all over the country. Same story. It's a new world. It really is.
It's very difficult. I got into this yesterday a little bit, and I don't do politics, and it really wasn't meant to be political. I didn't. It was just really based on not being able to get people to work because it's a lobster too. We can't get anybody to go on the back of the boat.
Yeah, I know Drew has the same problem here with our boat.
So it's a big time issue.
Kyle says he's been here 10 years. He's doing an excellent job.
Kyle's amazing.
He's a pro.
He's a good kid. Yeah, this is his first job, and he's been here 10 years. And he's worked his way up from a food runner to a busser to a waiter to an assistant manager.
He's doing an outstanding job.
You know, that's something I guess you don't find much, that people hang in there at that job now. Yeah. You know, at his age. And to go through. You don't find a lot of that. I think we're going to start seeing, I know your daughters are doing great. You know, they're working in theirs and they love their place, and I can see them moving all the way up too. So,
well, I mean, for her, this is she has aspirations, but I think all the way through college it's going to be her thing.
Yes.
Well, that's where Kyle is. To be honest with you, he worked his way through college. He graduated with a 4-year degree, and then it's just. But at least he has this to go back to because he's in that phase now where I'm going to go on. I'm going to go pursue my dreams. But in the meantime, he's got this to fall back on, and he's doing pretty well while he's trying to fit out.
And my daughter is doing well as a busser. Is doing well. I mean, is getting tipped out very well.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to a lot of my restaurant friends, Patrick, Eric at Passports, all these places. They're having big days.
They're having very good days. There's no reason not to come to work at this restaurant or many others. I mean, the people that are working here are, let's just say they're paying their rent and putting some in the bank. So
yes.
There's no question. They're doing very well.
Very well.
I have something to add to that, guys. It's better you get the job now because when the unemployment runs out and you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, that's going to be the big scramble. If you solidify that job now and hold on to it, you're right there. You're already ahead of the game.
Yep.
So,
without question. Yeah. So if anybody's looking for a job and you want to do well, you're hard worker, come and see Patrick.
Come on down.
Yeah.
And so I don't have a lot to say other than we're over here on this side. On the other side of the deck, we still have 4 of our igloos up, but we're in reconstruction mode. So we're putting the bridge deck back together. We've got a couple new twists coming this summer.
Oh, good.
But it's going to be a lot of fun out there.
Oh,
it's going to be
looking forward to it.
So we were down in Cape Coral. We rented a boat and we drove Sanibel and Captiva and a lot of these, and Fort Myers Beach, and it was amazing to me, like the vibe down there. Like we got it right here. I felt like I was on the bridge deck over there.
That's good to hear.
It was awesome. It was great, and I was just like, oh, this is almost to be able to go on the deck at mile marker.
It's so close, I mean, like you look outside right now, and you're like, oh, let's be outside. But we're just a little couple windy days away, right? Yeah, we're close.
So what's going on with the menu as far as anything?
Well, right now we're jonesing for lobsters. So as soon as lobsters come back, which hopefully is in a week or two.
As soon as the Joneses get out there, you get your lobsters, okay?
But so we're gonna go lobster heavy as soon as they come back. We're gonna have we're gonna be like Bubba Gump, but with lobsters. And then we're gonna switch over to some of our summer regulars. I know your wife's a big fan of the burrata with the blueberries, so that's around the corner. Some of our other summer dishes are coming back, yeah. But always real, always fresh. We use real, local ingredients as much as we can. Grass-fed beef whenever we can, or almost all the time. Yeah, so heavy focus on ingredients.
Steak tip salads here, ridiculous. Love it. Yeah, the breakfast is great. So.
Well, good. Well, thanks for joining us again. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy everything, and hope to see everybody soon.
Absolutely.
Thank
you so much.
It's nice on this
Thank
side.
you.
thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, you know what? I think that there's not a bad. If you're over there, it's a tremendous view. Over here, it's a tremendous view.
The sunsets here are right there. So this is the sunset deck. They're just gorgeous here.
And how much longer can people come get till when?
This one more week.
1 more week.
1 more week, yeah. 7 days from today.
And they can online?
They can book them online, yep.
Are all of your reservations online right now? You have to make a reservation, or can you walk in and see the hostess if there's availability come in? Or
if there's availability, we will always seat you. Availability meaning that we have the table and we have the waiter to take care of that table.
Okay, all right.
Which is tough nowadays. But even if there's an igloo available and it's not booked. But to book an igloo, go to milemarker1.com. To book an indoor table, call us at the numbers on the website. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
We'll see you, pal. That was great.
Yeah, I mean,
He's awesome. He really is awesome. Donna's with us. Donna, we love you and we miss you. We know tomorrow's your big day, and we're going to be thinking about you big time. Susan Casey Lipsitz with us from Atlanta.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Susan.
Atlanta, the ATL.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say happy birthday to Phil. Phil, his birthday was this past weekend. So for all of the viewers that did not know, it was Phil's birthday. We're actually on that Mother's Day cruise on the Beauport Cruise Lines that I was on. So,
wow. Susan Casey Lipsitz, are you planning on coming to Gloucester this summer? We need to know.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know.
Yep.
Inquiring minds want to know.
is Joey Foot on today?
I haven't seen him yet.
Joey, where's Joe? It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Joey Foot?
Yeah.
This is an odd time for him. This is like, well, 9 a.m. is not an odd time, but we just pimped it yesterday at night.
Okay.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Amy and Scoony Boo Boo.
Yep.
So a reminder that Pat is going to have her note cards and other photo items at the Gloucester Elks Craft Fair Saturday from 10 to 3.
Mention GMG and get a special discount on some note cards.
Yes, mention GMG. Big time. Get that going for you.
Joey, I'm reading through the show notes and I'm seeing something here, and I have to ask.
Go ahead.
Chris, blood pressure is up because Joe has a new way of keeping ice cold. What is this all about?
All right.
I mean, I'm reading the notes and I'm intrigued.
All right. So,
How do you keep ice cold new?
Jimmy can attest to my psychoses, and I don't call it a psychosis. Other people call it a psychosis about having. Yeah, if we're getting beer and we're gonna drink beer, I want it to be as cold as it can be, that within the means that we have available to us.
Okay.
So if someone brings a 6-pack of beer and he puts it on the table and starts drinking and leaves it on the table when there's a refrigerator right there, it bothers me. Demerit. It bothers me.
Yeah.
If you have a cooler and you have ways your beer cold or colder, you don't take advantage of that, you're not enjoying your beer optimally. Would you agree with that or not?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Nobody likes a warm beer. Well, I can't say nobody, but most don't like either a lukewarm beer.
I have some strange fishermen that'll get a case of Bud Heavies, put it in the middle of their pickup truck in August.
Well, see, that's their first problem, Bud Heavy.
That's it. And then in a black, the black pickup bed liner,
Like a
which is
rhino
like
liner or whatever.
200 degrees, and there'd be 4 guys sitting on the edge of the pickup like this, drinking until the case of is gone. And it's, to me, I'm like, I want to throw up looking at it. But so I saw a video, and the video had a guy with a cooler, and he was getting, what he was doing was he would so you say it was like 4 12-packs, say 2 12-packs of like Coors Light, 12-pack of seltzers, and another 12-pack of, say, waters or whatever, all in cans. They'd open the top, the edge, top. They put the 12-pack on its edge. They would open it up on one side. They'd put their hand over it and flip it over and put it down inside the cooler with the pack still in the 12-pack.
Okay,
The bottom is open.
So the hands land horizontally or vertically?
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me the system. So we don't have an empty thing. Okay. So say this is, just pretend that this is the 12-pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
You open the flaps on the side of the 12-pack, right? Put your hand over it. Put it down inside the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See, there's 1. You do the same thing for 4 across in the bottom of the cooler, and then the person, they said, this is the way you should do it. They lifted up the cardboard, and the beer just kind of went like this, like this, like this,
right
into the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So, me being the ice Nazi, critiquing it is there's no ice on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's no layers of ice in between each layer of beer. You're only getting ice on the top. The beers that are on the bottom are not getting optimally cold.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do. I agree. I agree with you on
It's
some level.
It looks ingenious to load the cooler that way, but it's not making the beer as cold as possible.
Here's where my thoughts come in.
Okay.
On that, I have done that myself, but I have also taken out a few. Depends on how many people are there. It creates a little extra space, and the ice falls down as you have your first couple. You know what I mean? You put the ice on the top. They're keeping cold. It's in a cooler, okay? And then as the ice starts to shift down in between those, it stays cool. So if you're having a beer, or if you're having a beer and you're having a beer or a seltzer or whatever, each time you have one, the ice falls further down, and it keeps it cold, because now what happens is the ice is on the middle and it's on the bottom, and as the ice starts to melt, it activates the other ice, and then they become as optimally cold as you need them.
Boy, I just don't. I
There's
don't
a science
understand
to
all
it,
the-
but I do get what you're saying, though. When you first put it in and you lay the ice across the top, you're not getting the bottom of that can.
So this is the cooler.
Yeah.
This is the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
All the beer, everything down here is.
So what do you say? You put a layer of ice down first, then flip them, and then put more ice.
I like to put a layer of ice. And I like to put everything standing up.
Mm-hmm.
Layer of ice, standing up, layer of ice. But what Chris is talking about, so Chris wrote, Chris's blood pressure is up because Joe has a new way of keeping ice cold. It isn't a new way. Eric Lorden and I have been doing this for years. If you have your beer is in your cooler with your ice,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a big thing of Morton salt, and you pour Morton salt in, it actually brings the temperature of the ice down even more. It's
salt, blood pressure.
So salt is the blood pressure. So he couldn't understand why. But then I was taking beers out, and there was ice. Like you had to knock the ice off of the cans.
See, I don't think I'd like, with my beer or seltzer, even the remote taste of salt being anywhere near the can of the open
Yeah, you need a wipe or something for the.
Wipe off.
So that extra stuff.
That is next level.
I'm trying to learn all this when I go on the boats. What my jobs will be.
Chilling next level.
Wiping beer.
I believe. So there's a place right outside the Fort Myers Airport called Twin Peaks. The sign is about this big by this, and it says we chill our beer to 29 degrees.
That's optimal.
They give you a frosted mug. They put the beer in the frosted mug. There's little teeny ice crystals at the top. And you get out of the plane when you get to Fort Myers, and it's like 85 degrees, a little bit muggy or whatever. You get one of those. Scotty, you went there with me. What did you think?
I never made it to Twin Peaks.
Oh, there you go. So anyway.
We have memories.
I know, yeah, you never made it. That was in the.
Is there a story there? Or?
No, that's with Eric Lord. We went there for the Bruins playoffs.
All right. Very good.
So
we have memories of the Fort Myers Airport from when we were much younger. It was just a regional airport.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like every other regional airport, you just get off the plane and walk over to the...
And you left your car there.
Yeah.
It was like a dirt. It was almost like a gravel dirt parking lot.
Yeah, you could, like from here to the boats from the planes that were landing on the airstrip and people getting off. And I can remember that very clearly. And now it's a big old international airport.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Of course, everything's changed.
In my beer drinking experience, the coldest beer in Gloucester has been Fratty's. Okay. In my experience of places that I've had draft beer and in can
draft,
bottles,
the coldest draft.
Yeah, but I've also had the coldest can and bottle, like whether it's a Twisted Tea or
it's important. It's important.
The PBR or whatever. And I don't drink a whole lot of beer, but when I do, I used to drink a lot of beer. I found, and again, I'm social and I'm out in a lot of different places in town, that Pratty's actually had the coldest draft beer in the city. Now, I could be wrong. We might have to put it to a test. Have a field trip. Just saying. And we could rate the temperatures on the different draft lines in town.
I like to go in the coolers. I go in the coolers to buy mine, even though it's in the door and it's on the rack and it's right there and you're looking through and it's open the door and grab it. Now, I have to admit, if I've got if I'm late and I got to get somewhere, okay, I'll do that.
So wait a second. You're saying you go in the cooler to get the beer?
Yeah. Because
and then you bring it and you put it on the table, but you don't put it in the refrigerator.
For optimal coldness.
Now they all know it was me. So
just to back up a little bit, Annie's tuna sub, you said could have been a contender.
Yeah.
When I got back from Florida, I went to Virginia. I was out there tuna sub, and it was fantastic as well. So there's a bunch of places. Let's get to should we get to the? Here it is. All right, we're gonna talk.
Oh,
this is the contest. the porn names, and the porn names are derived from people. We put this on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We asked people to say what you'd have to your middle name followed by the first car you had. That's your porn name. We're gonna and if anybody, shares the podcast right now, types in shared.
We are up to 8 shares so far.
We're up to 8 shares.
I think we ought to have some fun with this before we get started and go through the panel.
Yeah, I was just
okay. We could do that. Yeah, let's do that.
See, the problem is we were having this discussion. I don't remember what my first car was.
Well,
I thought you were going to say your middle name.
I want to say my middle name is Ann. Many Patricias are Ann.
What's the first car you do remember?
What was that yellow one?
The Horizon.
Ann Horizon.
And Horizon. Right.
And Horizon.
There you go.
Okay, I'm Peter Comet.
Peter Comet. Your middle name was Peter. First car was a Comet.
Either you're a space or you're very clean.
My porn name is Salvatore Marquis, which I think is Salvatore.
That's a good one.
Salvatore Marquis.
We're going to write you in the credits that way now. From now on.
You need
Salvatore
a little-
But I
Marquis.
kind of like Scott's too, though.
But you need
Scott's
a little,
is a contender.
Alan Lamont.
Yeah, that's a contender.
Alan Lamont.
Alan Lamont.
All right.
All
So,
right, so now that we had our fun.
So I'm going to read them off. I'm going to read them, and if anybody wants to share or say that this particular one that they hear is really awesome, we will take that into consideration when we pick the best. Let's start. This is the way they came in. Alicia Cox, Rose Pontiac. My lovely wife, Caitlin. Elizabeth Celebrity. Susan Coviello. Genevieve Fastback. Oh, I put a star. Okay, I'm gonna star ones that speak to me, and we're gonna narrow it down afterwards.
Okay.
Can you hold the list up for just a moment on both sides? It just seems to me a lot of porn fans out there, Joe.
Okay. So,
Lee Cavalier, that's a good one.
Genevieve Fastback. Okay, I put a star next
That's
to
a
her.
good one.
We already said mine. Shelley Souza, Marie Feet. Apparently, Shelley Souza has never owned a vehicle because she said Feet was her.
Yeah, I could see that.
Never had a car.
She could have went with Flintstone or Rebel.
I don't know how old she is, but never had a car.
Wow.
Brendan Fennessy.
Good morning.
Oh wait, what's
Coming in hot.
what just happened?
I come bearing gifts. Sorry to re-interrupt.
Ladies and gentlemen, back to the table,
Yeah.
Mr. Patrick
I'm
Hurley.
bearing gifts. I want to
Thank
thank you guys
you.
for all the support.
That's awesome. Wow, pretty.
Light blue for me.
I was going to go with that, but we had the same taste.
A
So
quick igloo or
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
These are available. You have tremendous. You have some great Helly Hansen products.
some good Hilly Hansen, a big new line of hats.
Wow.
And some vests and some fleeces. So, yeah. Want to thank you, Gloucester guys, for all the help. Good morning,
Our
Gloucester.
hats are off and cheers to you.
Yes, thank you, Patrick.
Oh wow!
Let's get her done.
I love it.
All right.
And so you want to share your middle name and your first car for your porn name?
Arthur Nova.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
That's a good
going
one.
into the list right there.
Oh, these fit great.
Arthur SS Nova. There you go.
Oh. Yes, that's Nova.
Yes,
Is that your next boat? Yes, that's over.
That
That's
is awesome.
She was nicknamed Aldo. Aldo Nova.
Patrick, thank you so
Thank you
much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Patrick.
Yes,
Enjoy.
absolutely.
This is really nice.
I love this hat.
Love it.
Awesome.
That's great.
We'll get back to the list. Brendan
Hard to
Fennessy,
concentrate, yeah.
Michael Dart, Andrew Weiner. I don't know if it's Weiner or Weiner. Robert Skylark, Peter Favaza, Natalie Torino. I think that's gonna be
He's an Italian porn star.
Yeah, that's it.
Joe Masseri, Anthony Long Dong Salika. Oh. Patrick Ryan O'Brien, Catherine Colt.
Paula Ryan, okay.
Could have been a Freudian slip on that one.
Yeah.
Krista Wolf, Michael Camaro,
That's a good one.
Crystal Barbine, Marie Cougar, ooh. Luke Majewski, Adam Firebird, Kathy Gulbranson, Mary Escort. That's I'm putting a star next to Mary Escort. Bill Powell, Gerald Challenger, Caleb Brancleone, Marie Focus. Sandy Hendrickson, Jean Special. Beth Roberts, Anne Catalina. Lori Witkowski, Anne Spirit. Marky Gillis, Veronica M.G. Tommy Souza, Faye Pacer.
It's going to be a heart pacer, maybe.
Diane Parisi, Marie Grand Prix. I like that. Jim Ellis, Deloria Ford. Sounds like a car dealership.
Yeah.
Deloria Ford. Jill Josephson, Patrice Pacer. Saskia Nugent, Ruth Delta 88. That's getting a start. Lillian Agrasso, Anita Storm.
That's a good one.
That's a good one there.
That should be starred.
I think if you look up porn star,
Yeah.
I think if you look up Anita Storm, that actually might be a porn.
Yeah, we might get in trouble.
Can I add something? My mother's name is Anita.
Hey.
I don't know, Mom. Did you chime in?
Pam
Oh,
McKechnie,
terrible.
Gene Links, Joseph Ball, Edwin Camaro, Lori McNeff, Ann Jetta, Kenny Favaza, Jimmy Duster. Jimmy Duster.
Jimmy Duster.
Carol Mondello, Ann
Can you
Tracker.
put a star for me next to Jimmy Duster?
Jimmy Duster. All right, you get it. Kyle Jenkins, Andrew Stratus. Ooh, that sounds like a porn name, too. James Belcher, Jose Centra. Tracy
That's a drink. That's not a board name.
Tracy Souza, Dick Blazer, Jen Amaro, Alicia Civic, Laurie Jenkins, Corrine Caravan. Ooh, Corrine Caravan.
That would hold a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, maybe she has a specialty.
The caravan holds a lot of people.
Amy Reef, Marie Blazer, Julie Aubrey, Liz Nova. Ooh, Liz Nova sounds like
Nova's a good.
Liz Nova sounds more like a rock star singer than
Right.
a porn star.
And now, welcome to the main stage, Liz Nova.
There you go.
Mick LaFada, Michael Bratt, Steve Verga, Patrick Colt, Lori Calamo, Anna Dodge, Sheila Marshall, Faye Fairlane.
Anna Dodge. You got to get out of Dodge.
Faye Fairlane.
That's a good
I
one.
like that one.
Yeah.
Julie LaFontaine, Anne Volare.
Ooh.
I like that one.
Oh boy. Patrick's gonna take these down.
Steve Shapiro, Howard Sundberg, Marianne Augusta, Irene Nova, Annie Seidenfrost, Elaine Mustang, Sean McQueenie, Michael Mystique. Now, remember you were talking about what an honorable mention for someone whose real name sounds like the
Yes. So let's say that again.
Sean McQueenie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean McQueenie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a circle around that. Scott LeBaron, his name is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Jeff Melanson, Scott LeBaron, Bethany Carlson, June Rabbit.
Well, they do have a toy, I think.
Rabbit. Hey now.
Ooh.
Hey now.
Hey.
Mike Anderson, David Camaro, Mike Moffitt, Anthony Scout.
Mike Moffat sounds like a porn name, too.
Yeah, okay, we'll have a little rundown between the two of them. Okay. Roseanne Oliva, Katarina Comanche.
I like that one.
Katarina Comanche.
I like that
Put
one.
that up. Put that up there. Throw that up on the board.
Nina Goodick,
Jesus, star.
Joanne Calais, Kate Burnham, Paige Escort, Bruce Cook, William Volkswagen. Volkswagen is not the demerit. He gets a demerit.
Have you ever seen the movie Mallrats?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was in there.
Yeah.
And they said like in a very uncomfortable place. Like what? The backseat of a Volkswagen?
There you go.
There it is.
Leah Kachopoulos, Deanna Fox,
Hey, what?
Kyle Davis, Beth Stanza. I like that one. Christy Marasai, Lee Escape, Phil Kukru, Paul Magnum.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Paul Magnum. Wow.
Just a bold name.
Yeah.
Mandy Hazen, Lee. I can't read that.
280Z.
Oh,
260Z.
260Z.
Sounds
Peter-
like a screen name more than a porn name.
Peter Hamilton, Michael Cavalier, Cavaliere. Tony DeCruz, Ferrara Charger. Lindsay Hale, Anna Accord. Holly O'Connor, Elizabeth Handy. Sal Zarilli, Anthony Phoenix. Anthony Phoenix, hey.
Page 2.
Claudia Zacconi, Christine Tempo. Henry Paraso, my friend from
Bonefish
Bonefish
Harris.
Harris,
Oh,
yeah.
look at you chiming in.
Joe Regal.
Ooh, that's
Joe
actually a good
Joe
one. That's a
Regal,
good one.
yeah.
Go to the Regal Beagle.
There you go. Joe Mitchell, William Dart, Dean Ladoff, Mitch Nova, Beverly Young, Ann Grandam.
Yeah, great.
I like that one too.
It's got a ring to it.
Pauline Brejnahan, Burns Skylark,
Burns Skylark? That's got to be in there.
Lawrence Suchecki, Ashley Granville,
Down south.
Jennifer Frock, Jean Probe,
Jennifer Faulk. Meet the Faulkners. The Faulkners.
Nathan Grace, Owen Buick, Zeke Vecina, Zeke Thunderbird, Nancy Nataloni,
Zeke T-Bird.
Belair, Meredith Belair,
Yes.
Heather Leach, Marie Impreza, Dee Noble, Leslie Ford. Again, another person that didn't get it's more than a Ford. It's gonna be Sandra Alvilla, Jean Corvair, Alicia Mauer, Elise Caprice, Elise Caprice,
What's the first name again?
Alicia Mauer.
That put that in the name for maybe the first name is probably
Alice.
Oh no, for the first name being a porn star.
Oh.
Dawn Burnham, Marie Impala. The ones with Impala just get me. Leslie Lannon, Jane Dart, Matt Ayer, Hamilton Tempo.
Oh, that's a good one.
There you go.
John Zindel, Patrick Turismo, Doug Keels, Michael Gremlin. Oh, anything with Gremlin in it.
Don't feed it after midnight and don't get it wet.
Christopher Silva, Leighton Mustang, Paul Donovan, Michael Motorcycle, Jen Steves, Lynn Mustang, Linda Lastly, Marie Lexus, David Rash, Henry Parkwood. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that
Parkwood, Kathy Verga, Virginia Impala, Jane Gibbs, Marie.
I don't know. Sorry.
Jessica DeLisi, Lynn Contour,
Oh, that's not yeah. That's a good one.
Katrina Haskell, Elizabeth Dash, Allison Mondello, Carol Horizon, Jack Linane, Joe Galaxy.
That's
Joe Galaxy.
Joe
That's
Galaxy.
a good one.
Was that a Chrysler?
Amy Heisler, the Scooby Boo Boo's mom. Kathleen Escort, Tori Smith, Christine Cutlass, Lynn Scannell, Arlene Duster,
Oh,
Nina Goodek, Testaverde, Joanne Bronco, Patrick Hurd.
Joanne Bronco. That's a good one.
Patrick Hurd, Arthur S.S. Nova.
And we have a couple in the comments here. David Sharman, Lee Cavalier,
Oh, okay.
and Annie Roshan, Lynn Thunderbird.
That's great.
That's a good one.
All right. I'm going to go back over. Lynn Thunderbird.
Are we going to announce the winners today or tomorrow during the 500th? Have everybody tune in.
You know what? That's a great idea. Let's put the list aside.
Okay,
Because I think it's getting a little monotonous going through the whole list.
I'll try to narrow this down.
Yeah, put this in a list. You know, we could put it to a. We could
To
put
a
those
poll.
in a. We could
Live
put that.
vote bracket.
I could create a poll. I'm gonna put so the ones that we narrowed down. We're gonna go poll. I'll create that poll for tonight,
Okay.
and the winner.
We'll announce it tomorrow.
And we'll announce it tomorrow.
That sounds
But we
good.
do have the shares to announce when we're ready.
I do think it's great you're having a poll for the porn name.
All right. So there we go. I think that's it. You want how many shares
8.
do we have?
We have 8 shares.
8 shares. Okay, we can do that.
And these will be at Arts Abound, on Lexington Avenue in Magnolia. We can probably get them there today or tomorrow. If you have not picked any items up at Arts Abound in Magnolia, I'm going to recollect them to go back in the bucket in about a week. So you have another week if you haven't had a chance to get down there to pick up your items.
So, what are they? I don't know the background on it. So, can you speak to that?
Which one?
So I think it's the card or the coupon card that come around every year to support the baseball team. So for anybody that is watching who knows about this in the past, they do have dining cards that can be used around town for discounts that supports the Gloucester High School baseball team and are available through Nicole Schraft, who is one of our panel members right here at GMG and journalists. So what we want to do is we'll get more information. We'll put it up on the blog for you, and you can chime into that and get more information. Pat, we'll make sure we get that up.
Yep.
But we'd like to support the local Gloucester High School baseball team.
We'll try to have that specific information tomorrow.
Sure.
Too.
Yeah, and spring sports are out. I'm telling you, they're out there, they're playing, and the crowds are out there watching them, and it's a
Huge shout out to Brian LaFata. He's been getting me all the schedules every day.
It is awesome to see that out there.
Yeah. And then with the rainouts, and
Look at the nooks and crannies on these English muffins here at my market. It's just perfectly grilled, buttery goodness. So we got 1 to 8. We're gonna do the
1 to 8.
All right.
Jim, don't forget your sign off today.
And this is for koozies.
Yeah, the 4 koozies. A set of 4.
All right. 1 to 8. Tell me if it's in focus, Jim.
Yes, sir.
See you.
Go.
All right, here we go.
And drum roll. Blah, 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 blah.
Number 6 is the winner.
Number 6, Annie Roshan.
Annie Roshan. You can pick up your 4-pack of
At
koozies.
Arts Abound on Lexington Avenue in Magnolia. They are open in the afternoons.
Something tells me those are going to end up at Winga this year.
Do you know
Oh, yeah?
Annie? Do you know Annie?
I know Annie. Yes.
Good, she's local. That's
And she's
awesome.
Steve. Yeah.
Is she a professional?
She's a boater.
She's a boater.
She's a boater.
All right. I love it.
That's a good
And
prize.
congratulations, Annie.
Great
Thanks. Thanks, Andy.
Don't forget.
Jimmy,
You're on.
Okay. I know it's going to be hard.
you can do it
What
from
I
here
can
if
do.
you want.
You can do it,
Unless you- yeah,
Okay.
because it's very wobbly over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, no piping plovers were injured in the making of today's podcast. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody, for sticking with us.